guys, we are back at the sawmill today. I got a real quick order that just came in for some 6x6s. They only need 4 8-foot long, so we're gonna knock those out real quick. I'm gonna be using these little small logs that I can't get anything outside of, so they'll make perfect 6x6s. I was planning on doing that anyway, but just so happens I got an order today, so let's make a little Saturday morning cash. Now, I didn't mention this, but I have approximately 1 hour to get this job done. They needed these things pretty quick. Wanted to just come pick them up. I told them, give me an hour and I'll have them ready for you. So we gotta hurry up and get this thing done. Hopefully we don't have any issues or breakdowns, but we're gonna get this thing knocked out because that's cash money in our pocket. In the past, we've talked a lot about board foot pricing on lumber, pine boards, things like that, and other species. One thing we hadn't talked about is post pricing. Now, we still charge by the board foot on posts, but it's a little bit different. You have more room to work on post pricing to get better discounts and things like that and still not miss out on money. Because posts are pretty easy to cut. They're super simple, sometimes 4 cuts and they're done. My 6x6s I'm doing here, I try to get them down to 7 inches all the way around, and then make a few boards out of them. If you can always get a few boards out of it, that's a good thing too. So when I get done here cutting these, we're gonna talk about board foot pricing on posts and how much I charge for this job here. This is 4 6x6 posts, 8 foot long. It's a really easy job. I just gotta make sure I got them good and square, and it's a really quick turnaround. These posts like I'm cutting now can be a really high profit margin. Yes, you get less per board foot, but it's a whole lot less effort. It's less fuel, less waste, less blades. Just all around, it's easier to do and cheaper. Even if you charge a little bit less, you still come out way better. Because like I said, this job, they needed this in 1 hour. I wasn't scared to do it. Unless I have a major failure or breakdown, then would be in trouble. But I wasn't scared to take that job because I know in 1 hour I'm cutting a lot more than 4 of these. I'm actually recording this as a video, and if you're a YouTuber or ever recorded anything or try to work around recording, you know it takes forever. But we're doing it. We're gonna record this and I'm gonna show you these posts. There's one thing to note when cutting posts like this. It's really getting good quality posts. Now I see this all the time. People cut posts with 4x4s, and 4x4s may be a little different. I think 6x6s, 8x8s, 10x10s, things like that all fall into the same category. I see a lot of people, they'll go find the biggest tree they can find to cut 6x6 posts. And yeah, it's a big tree and you can get 4 or 6 posts out of it, 6x6s. But why? Why do that? You know, it's your own prerogative. Cut how you want to cut. Anything bigger than a 4x4, anything 6x6 and up, I think should be straight line center pith cut or box cut heart, whatever you want to call it. Any 6x6 posts and up, you want to get that pith as center as you can, because posts are a lot like boards. If you don't cut them right, they're going to twist and warp on you. Now don't go find the biggest tree you have either. See, this one's not perfectly centered, but it's centered enough. I think the 2 most important things when cutting posts is making sure it's square and making sure you center the pith on them. You don't want bad quality posts. You want to try to push out the best stuff you can. So if you got a bunch of small logs that you know are going to make 6x6s, stack those to the side and make posts with those. Go ahead and pre-cut them, stack them, whatever. Don't just go and grab the biggest log you got and think you're going to make 4 or 6 or 8 out of one tree, because I know some people do it. I see it on YouTube and I see a lot of people do it. Hell, I've done it myself before, but I was cutting for myself though. I wasn't cutting for a customer. When I cut for a customer, I make sure I center the pith on these things. I got 1 more post to cut. that is the last post. And we got some nice boards over here too. 1x6s, 1x7s, and 1x8s. So one has some bark on it, but most of those are really nice and clean. Here's my 4 posts. They're supposed to be 8 foot. They're all at least 8.5 to 9 foot long. So I hope they don't mind them being a little longer, because that's what they're going to be. So that customer's picked up. He's happy. That was easy, $100. And when I charge on post, I charge $1 a board foot instead of $1.25, even for small orders like that, because like I said, they are super easy. They're quick, they're fast, and it's easy money. I charged $24 per post on those, and he just gave me a $100 bill and told me to keep change. So, but yeah, that was a quick, easy $100. It took maybe 45 minutes recording and everything to cut those. So we got that out, got some money in the pocket. What you think about it, Homer? Okay, going back to the sawmill, we're gonna go ahead and remove this front one here, this front backstop, and we're gonna remove this backstop here. And we're gonna rebuild those and make those out of solid rod. Make those quite a bit stronger, because those are 2 I use all the time. I do need to put a handle on this. That backstop is straight. I made that out of some galvanized pipe, and it seems to work pretty good. I just need to put a handle on it, because I broke that off with the forklift picking up wood. I'm gonna get those backstops off, and that's gonna be a whole video in itself. We had a lot of pickups today. I got rid of all that poplar I had over there. I got a lot more pine about to go out. Guys coming to pick that stuff up, and got those posts out. So feels like summer out. It's really nice. People are picking up lumber. These orders are going out, and we got money coming in our pocket, so it's always a good thing. I'm gonna rebuild those backstops, but that's gonna be a whole video in itself, because I'm gonna completely redesign those things a little differently. I'm definitely gonna be a lot stronger than they are now, because I'm kind of tired of those things getting bent. Cutting stuff like these posts, you really want to square it up really good. You can't chance these things being bent and not holding your cant square. So, but that's going to do it for today. But as always, I appreciate you joining us and watching our videos. If you don't mind, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to, check out our patrons page, our Facebook page, our Instagram, and TikTok. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Paradise.